Welcome to Share Talk, the only podcast where investors come first.
Hello and welcome to Share Talk. Today I'm joined by Michael Struthers, who's CEO at Empire Metals. How are you today, Michael?
Hi, Isaac. Yeah, good, thanks. Nice to be with you.
Right, pleasant news today from your company regarding gold. Could you just run us through that, please?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, look, it's a great deal for Empire. We've been looking at opportunities, to bring other things into the portfolio for some time now. And everybody who follows us would be aware of the long delays and the challenges we've had in Georgia. And our problem has always been, certainly since I joined the company, it's been a one-horse race. I mean, everything was related to this one license in Georgia, and one problem with a part of that, just caused us delays across the whole group of assets in Georgia, and it's been a frustrating ride. So we've been looking at other opportunities, initially in the Tethyan Belt, which is a very prospective region. But a lot of the jurisdictions in that belt have their challenges, and although we looked at upwards of a dozen or more projects, we also then decided to cast the net further afield because we wanted to find some good assets in more mature mining jurisdictions. So as people would be aware, the first cab off the rank there were things that we've been looking at and discussing with other parties was Money, which is a deal we're still working on. But of course, we hit an unexpected bump in the road there, which was outside of our control, of course, which was a dispute between the two shareholders on that project in Australia. So that deal is still ongoing, but we recognise it's going to take some time to resolve. So we decided to bring forward one of the others that we've been looking at, and that's Eclipse. And we're very lucky to be able to do this deal. It's been privately held for upwards of 30 years or so. So it wasn't out in the open market. It's a great address in Australia. It's only 50 or so kilometres up the road from the mining centre of Kalgoorlie. It's small, but it's an area got about a 2.5 kilometre strike length, and as we mentioned in the RNS, there's some old workings that go back to the early 1900s, and there's some really spectacular grades, and the parallel structures that are that host the mineralisation are not that difficult to follow. We've got two other structures along strike, which we think are going to be very prospective. So it's a great deal for us. It's something that we can get our teeth into straight away. Money. We also had a work program defined for that. We knew what steps we wanted to take to develop that asset. But of course, that's all on hold now. But this is great because we can start work immediately. And we can see ways of adding value in the short term pretty easily. So it's a great opportunity.
So people looking at your company can regard it as one where the management are always on the lookout for good deals, quality projects.
Absolutely.
And they've got the ability to do that. And they won't shy away from, if they have one, they're quite happy to get another one. If the opportunity arises, they've got the capacity to deal with all that.
Yeah, and absolutely. I mean, as I say, we've been looking at a number of them, and this isn't the end of our story. There's going to be other things that we can do, but our real frustration has been to get out in the field on an asset where we know we can add value and get moving on it. And we've been constrained in Georgia. We've now constrained with Money. But this is something now which we can actually action. We can execute some work and start, delivering value. So,
right. I mean,
and there are others we've been looking at, and but we'll see what develops there.
I mean, obviously, the gold price at the moment, unless you're hiding under a rock, it's going through the roof. Did you get a good price for this project? Was it? Were you happy with it? Was everybody happy with the deal?
Yes, no, it is. Yeah, it's a good deal. It's the cash commitment initially is very modest. It's mostly equity. We've got a 6-month earn-in. We've already got the work program, 300,000 Australian dollar work program defined. We've got a 6 month option on this, so we can get a lot of work done in 6 months, and then we'll make a decision about the option, to acquire 75%. It's a good deal, and I think the grades are, even though it's small, I say the grades are spectacular. I mean, they're sometimes around an ounce or so of gold. So, and there's, as evidence in the RNS, there's free gold in this project too. So, from a process point of view, it's straightforward. So, no, look, I think this is something we can get moving on, and you'll see some very positive news from us, in the short term.
Michael Struthers, Chief Executive Officer at Empire Metals, thank you very much indeed.
You're very welcome, Zach. Thanks. Good to talk to you.
Thank you for listening. Remember to visit our website for more news and other podcasts at www.share-talk.com.